If Lil Capt comes out on top, where will he be going? Oh my! We have no clue yet. We know he's going to be going into one with compute.
Oh wow! Okay.
That's all we know at this point. That it looks like we are fairly early in this process. If SillyGobi comes out on top, he's going to be going into Isidru and Inya. So those brackets will be filling up soon. We'll have a better idea later on. We'll keep checking that. Smash.gg/PCX.
Okay, no surprise there, and no surprise here with SillyGobi playing Sir Roland.
Oh yeah, that's we were talking to him earlier, and me and Duke were both talking to him, and we were both like, "You're playing so great. You're doing so well. You're stepping up in twos. Your one seems to be going well. Don't not play Roland. I swear, if you go off of that Roland, your sword is looking so good. Your lance is great as always. Keep playing Roland because it's working. If it ain't broke, don't fix it."
Definitely working. I mean, he's had a couple moves here that I've just flabbergasted at.
I mean,
scoring hits, immediate chase dodging up, and then over to get that unarmed side air, that was slick.
Gobi's always been a good player. I've never thought of him as an explosive player who just pops off until BCX.
Yeah.
That's when we've seen him really come into his own. He's stepped up so much in twos as a last-minute partner to Starlight. Like, I'm so proud of him for that. He made the best out of a bad situation, and that's incredible. I want to see that continue over to ones because he has been playing so well today and yesterday.
Oh, that was slick, but great adjustment by Lil Capt. You know, SillyGobi dodged around the ground pound, but Lil Capt had a backup plan in place.
That's the classic hammer edge guard. Is you start off with a ground pound, and if you end up below him because you missed that, then you go for that hammer recovery. That's going to kill. Gobi was in red. All the defense in the world really won't save you there when you get hit by a hammer recovery on the edge when you're low down and in the red.
Man, SillyGobi, you know what though? Even when he was red, he's been playing this entire way the whole match. He's sticking to Lil Capt, not letting him breathe.
Yeah, his tech chasing has been really solid. He's been sticking to him like glue, and sometimes sword players don't go for that. A lot of sword players will sometimes go for the D-Light Sayer into the reset, the D-Light Dare into the reset, but he's just sticking to Lil Capt, keeping the pressure on, and he's doing so much damage.
Yeah, I mean, even in cases like what just happened, most players would have down-aired into the wall. He was just like, "No, I'm going on stage and side airing."
He's comfortable in the chaos, and
I'll punch you.
Like, that's why he's so successful in twos so far. When so many things are going on around him, he's like, "Yep, I'm just going to dissect each one of these individually, see what the threats are, see what the opportunities are. I'm going to avoid the threats, take part in the opportunities, and I'm going to win."
And you know what? I feel like that's a great way to play Sir Roland. Because you've got that extra defense, it can afford you to go in and go ham at times.
I've been saying it for years. I love a Roland pick, man. I mean, honestly, I love a Bodvar pick too, because sword has always been a strong weapon. Hammer, I'm loving the way people are playing it now. They're playing it with more flow. They understand what moves flow into one another. It's not just look for the side air. It's not just float for the side air as much as it used to be anymore. You have the throwing hitboxes. Throws are so awesome right now. They are so good in the meta as just they're good as gap closers. They're good as momentum interrupters. They're just so effective more than just saying, "I'm just going to throw this weapon away to pick up the other one."
Yeah, and you see him using it with the lance there, getting a lot of that diagonal distance that the lance usually isn't afforded to as much.
Lil Capt playing a little bit slower now. He's making sure Gobi doesn't get to the weapon. He is in the red. Gobi's on his last stock as well. The side light almost sending him off the stage, getting closer and closer to the blast zone. Interesting.
Yep, gets sent down through that soft platform, bounced off. SillyGobi arming back up. There's the sword. Lil Capt very damaged, but quickly closing that gap.
And now you see Gobi. Gobi just backed off. Gobi needed the breathing room. He had the chaos earlier. He had the lead and was confident. Now Lil Capt is closing that lead, closing the gap. The D-Light into the side air, interrupting the down signature from Gobi.
That was gutsy.
Absolutely.
That was very gutsy.
He stared that in the face, contested it, and won.
Uh-oh, side air.
One more of those.
Lil Capt off.
One more of those is going to kill.
Setting it up.
With the lob. Oh, I can't believe that hit. I think Lil Capt expected that to be just over the edge, that it was going to come down to Gobi on the side. Nice nair. Is he going to look for the recovery? Gobi floating.
Gobi's just going for the KO. She's like, "No, I'm not even going to play this safe. I'm looking to hit you."
Both players, the pacing is slowed down just a little bit. Being very careful. The weapon tosses from Gobi. He's able to pick that back up. The weapon toss from Lil Capt.
Uh-oh.
Downlight side air. That is Adaptation's Lil Cap. You see that jersey on his back.
It's not just a jersey. It's a way of life.
That is a marking. He earned that marking. That wasn't that he didn't just earn that by an org coming to him and saying, "Hey man, you're pretty good. Do you want to play for us?" No, he won that with fire and brimstone in the Adaptation tournament. He won that by blood.
I like it.
Thanks.
The blood red.
Thanks, man.
Dropping him out
Thanks,
on the
man.
side.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. But Lil Cap, you know, he adapted. He adapted real well. SillyGobi had the lead throughout that entire match.
Dude,
it wasn't
last
right
stock,
until the very end.
That last stock for Lil Cap, so consistently well played. He was right outside of all of Gobi's like side airs and neutral lights and the down signatures that we saw him straight up contest. Positioning was fantastic coming out from Lil Cap.
And SillyGobi, you said it. Don't steer away from the Sir Roland.
Don't not play Roland.
You must be proud as a penny right now.
He's doing what I told him, and I like it when people do what I tell them.
Okay. Just gonna lay it out there like that.
I'm a control freak, okay?
Oh my gosh.
I'm a control freak.
Duck Dynasty speedrun champion.
Soon.
That is expert control.
Soon. It's going to happen, man.
And we're here on Twilight Grove where you can get some expert control off of that side island. Those wall combos, they've been showing up today.
If I'm Gobi, I would be so hesitant of engaging Lil Cap's hammer. I was going to say originally hammer, but also sword. I worry about what he's able to turn around on me. If he's able to hit the pivot downlight into the side air off of the right, that could melt away that Roland defense if he catches him at the right time.
Yeah, this is the danger. You know, anytime that they pick a map where extra combos and strings are possible, the defense starts meaning a little bit less.
That's where those X Factor maps like this, like King's Pass, where they have more than just the main platform. Even Shipwreck, it's a main platform, but it has the tiny walls on the side. That's the X Factor on that map.
I like that description, you know?
Thanks.
I like the describing
straight up just came up with it.
It works.
I'm glad you brought up the original topic. We make such a great team, Eric.
Uh-oh.
Almost sending Lil Cap off screen there. There's the side air.
Oh, not enough. He's
I'm
still
a little surprised. I'm surprised that was going to kill, isn't it? Oh, no.
Okay.
I thought he might get the nair. Gobi was careful. He knew he didn't have to worry about the hammer recovery, but he still had to worry about the hammer nair that could have given the chase dodge on hit.
Exactly. I mean, we've seen it before. We've talked about it. It feels great. There's that defense coming into play. You know, even if it doesn't matter for the extra combos on the side island, it still matters everywhere else.
For sure.
Ooh, that's going to close it out. He didn't get hit.
Nope.
He tied it up without getting hit.
It's absolutely cleaned up. It's basically the lead that SillyGobi initially had, completely null and void at this point.
Man, Lil Cap's definitely playing a lot better this game than at the start of the previous one.
100% agree with you. He's been more careful with his approaches. He's been smarter with his approaches. Getting through that Lance down signature. Gobi struggling to find a few connections for the past like 5 seconds. He still has a very solid lead on Lil Cap. You see, Lil Cap is in the red. Gobi is just barely now getting into the yellow. He is weapon starved. Never mind. The BMG Lords have helped him out with that weapon spawn. You're seeing those hammer hits coming in. Those are going to be some big chunks worth of damage.
Man, and you know what? Here's where it gets kind of shaky. SillyGobi, every time he started to use those weapon throws to try and break neutral, but then he ends up unarmed. And if Lil Cap was able to dodge that weapon throw like he has the past couple times, he's gotten so much mileage off of fighting against Gobi's unarmed.
That's what's scary about those horizontal weapon tosses. We just saw it again. Even if it doesn't fall off the platform, if it slows down, they despawn so quickly right now. That's why you see a lot of vertical throws. They're a lot safer. You're able to get back down and pick up that weapon. And now Lil Cap himself has taken the lead. Lil Cap, he's a second half team.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing in football, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you lose in the first half and then the second half you rally.
Yep.
I think University of Texas was like that for like 3 seasons in a row. They were a second half team in football.
I mean, you would know. That's your backyard, yeah?
Yeah, I went there for a little bit.
Oh, sick. Sick like that weapon throw into the neutral light, going for these unarmed strings. You know, Gobi, he has had several unarmed strings, but I really don't like him playing that against Lil Cap. Just because Lil Cap does so well against unarmed.
Gobi's able to hit, but he's not able to hit enough and often and hard enough because it is that unarmed kid. Inherently, it has less damage per attack.
Yeah, definitely the damage build is lower. The range is much lower. And Lil Cap, we've seen him beat out signatures.
Yeah.
So, of course, he's going to beat out unarmed.
For sure. His placing, or his placement and positioning and spacing have been so good. Now, even though Gobi has the weapon, they're still saying basically even. Gobi's even a little bit behind. He does have the lance. Ooh. Just too close for that dare to hit. He ends up getting plucked out of the air with that neutral light on Lil Cap's sword. And again, he throws away that weapon. He doesn't have it. And you see, Lil Cap was looking like he wanted to use that as a trap for a little while, that weapon spawn.
Now, here's the real danger. You know, when people start triggering those exclamation points for the wall slip, it decreases the maximum count that you have until you die. But he's on the last stock. So he only has so many jumps to work with. Yep. The triggers, again, that just keeps going down.
And that's when the panic sets in. The second you see those, the panic starts to set in. It seems like every time it happens, you have a little bit less control, The weapon toss, and Gobi is down. Lil Cap is going to take it 2-0 against Gobi, who was destroying in 2v2s yesterday.